From nowhere to somewhere, Turkish delight. We are in the southern Aegean, heading northwest along the Turkish coast. Morgen. Die Ankerwind hat mich geweckt, weil der Captain wieder wach war, viel zu früh.
Das stimmt ja gar nicht. Er hat gesagt, dass er um 6 losgeht.
Ja, da habe ich schon vor 6 losgelegt.
Nein.
Gefühlt.
Um 6 Uhr war ich wach und losgelegt hat er um 8 Minuten nach 6.
Klugscheißerin. After 3 weeks, we get a feeling for the cruise, and because we wake up early, we have plenty of time, for example, to go ashore with Thomas.
The whole thing has been fantastic. The boatyard was fun, but it's definitely a lot more fun being on the water. Once you've lived on the water, it just changes everything. Living on land in one spot with the same exact view, here, even every 20 minutes, the view can change. The wind changes direction, the current changes direction, and when you get bored, you pick up anchor, and you move along.
With the boat, we're passing unique places like Ephesus. In a mixed tourist group, we are going to breathe some ancient spirit. 600 before Christ, Ephesus was one of the most important cities for 1,000 years. But in the beginning of the tour, there's not much to see, except bricks, and selfie sticks.
On these streets, the Apostle Paul had been walking. Here, he wrote some of his most important letters, which I have been studying thousands of years later in university. So these have not just been bricks for us. They had a meaning that we were able to feel. And the closer we came to the center of Ephesus, the more we were able to see how extraordinary this place must have been.
But we are not just watching, we also fool around.
Na, spielst du mal wieder Gott? You're playing God again?
Playing God again.
Who are you,
I'm
Jesus
always
Christ?
God. I'm all God.
And for sure, we take a lot of pictures to catch and save some of those intense impressions.
The higher we walk in Ephesus, the smaller the streets get. And on the Hercules Gate, we take again some pictures, enjoying ourselves. Meanwhile, Raphael starts to experience this ancient place in a very unique way.
Fühlen. Die ist neu.
Ja, die sieht neu aus. Das stimmt.
Fühlt sich überhaupt nicht alt an. Das fühlt sich alt an.
For me, it does as well. But Thomas gets the deeper sense.
How does it feel?
Feels hard, like rock hard.
I like to watch and feel the stones to get the awareness for the history. And sometimes we just discover.
Oh, look at that!
This is the Odeon, one of the best preserved buildings in Ephesus. It was a center of the political and public life. Then we find something strongly related to us. Der ist für uns. Hermes. He's a young god. He's a patron god for travelers, traders, thieves and artists. Here in Ephesus, not just ancient religion comes to life.
It's a wild beast from former times. Very quiet, very dangerous. The coast is clear. Let's go.
Man hätte hier sehr viel länger bleiben können, wenn man die Tour einfach selber macht, und den Führer hätten wir uns tatsächlich sparen können.
Ja.
Außer ein paar sexistischer Witze und ein bisschen Laberei kommt da nichts bei rum. Anyway, it was a great day.
And that's a wrap.
Back in Bodrum, the captain spotted us at the dock and picked us up. Cooler Typ, einfach eine coole Sau. Der hat Erfahrung, der ist cool drauf, der ist zwar ein Stückchen älter, aber gesundheitlich topfit. Guck ihn dir an. Kommt er mit seinem Inflatable. In Bodrum, a good friend of ours from the hostel in Izmir joined us.
Welcome! I made it!
Haven't got my sea legs yet, but I'm sure I will have. Very, very soon.
Hi!
Hey!
Welcome aboard!
The captain invited Dee to come with us for a while. Dee is from Australia and used to live in Greece.
Did you give this up for me?
Yes.
You are my new best friend. And I've got a room with a view.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing.
Together we discover the historical places of Bodrum.
Here we are at the mausoleum.
This is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
Our second after the Temple of Artemis.
2 in the last week.
Yes!
Good.
The mausoleum of Halikarnassos was built in the 4th century before Christ as a grave for the king Mausolos.
He's kicking her.
Why should he kick a woman? Oh, there were women fighting. Maybe those are Amazons.
Yeah.
For its beauty and size, it became one of the 7 world wonders.
As you can see, it's really evolved. As more evidence came to light.
Not much of the mausoleum has survived the last 2,500 years, except for the foundation. It might be that the building had been destroyed by an earthquake, but other reports suggest that it had been demolished by the Knights of St. John when they came to Bodrum. It's a shame that the mausoleum had not been retained. I would have loved to explore it, but even the canalization system of the building is worth discovering, and a little adventure for itself.
What is there? Spiders! Spiders everywhere.
I had just destroyed their net, which means that at least for a couple of days nobody had been down here. Maybe even longer.
It looks like bones. Really? Yes, it looks like bones.
It's just been roots, but it scared Dee away.
Are you afraid? Yeah, I'm a little.
So she went back up, and for Thomas and me, the journey ended not much later.
Oh, what is this? Oh shoot, it's water. Oh, it's hard to go on.
I can't.
With my flip-flops, I could have crossed through, but then I would have had to go alone. There was water at one point back in there, and Thomas couldn't come with me because of his shoes. I might have tried, but honestly, going alone I was a bit scared, so I didn't try. The legacy of King Mausolos endures. The word mausoleum became a synonym for a large stately tomb. I've just seen the second of my ancient world wonders. Our next stop, the St. Peter Castle in Bodrum. It was built in the 15th century BC on a small peninsula, which actually used to be a real island back then. The castle is 180 to 185 meter big, and stones from the mausoleum can be found everywhere.
It was built by the same people, the Knights of St. John's, who destroyed the mausoleum that we just visited before.
They used the world wonder as a stone pit to build another building, which for them was much more important.
Medieval graffiti, that's what it looks like. The Knights of St. John's, looks like they've carved their names in the marble.
We discovered so much, and all day long no one could have stopped us. Our spirit of discovery pushed us forward.
We're looking for the exit.
But after hours of walking, even the biggest explorers realized they are only human.
And now we're going to eat something, yay!
Take me back to the boat.
From Turkey, this boat and our captain will take us to the next adventures and the next country.
Time to wake up and see the first sunrise. There'll be 15 more. Aurora Borealis lights up the horizon.
We're waiting for the customs to clear out.
And then what's gonna happen then?
And then we bugger off.
And we don't care about rain or shine. When you're in space, the weather's fine. Blue, blue.
Ja, Türkei ist jetzt fast vorbei.
Wir sind jetzt einen Monat unterwegs und langsam komme ich an. Langsam bin ich hier so ein Stück weit zu Hause.
Ich würde ein bisschen mehr Zeit auf dem Land noch verbringen, aber ja, das kommt wahrscheinlich mit dem Segeln, kommt dann die Affinität zum Schiff.
Die Türkei war eine sehr positive Überraschung. Und ich will jetzt kein Werbevideo für die Türkei machen, aber
Ich habe die Türkei bis jetzt echt wieder mal genossen.
dieses Land ist cool und es lohnt sich zu entdecken.
Sehr reich. an Essen, Freundlichkeit.
Unglaublich viel Kultur und Geschichte.
Leider Sprachbarriere halt da gewesen, aber das werden wir in Europa ein ganzes langes Stück haben.
Europa. Ein Stück weit Heimat. Ich bin gespannt, wie das sein wird.
Soon we'll sail back to our blue marble. Soon we'll be getting back to north.